my good friend Marge, and I thought I would share with you my foundation routine featuring cushion makeup from Lancôme. I've also tried different brands before, and I like all of them pretty much, and right now I'm using this one. This has been my routine for at least 6 months, and it's really worked out well for me. I used to be all about powder foundations like mineral foundations or the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten, and I think it was probably because it was winter and my skin was getting drier, and then I switched to cushion, and then I kind of just stuck with using cushions because it's so easy to use, and I really like the finish, the coverage and the finish, and I've pretty much been using this for using this every day for work, and also on the weekends. So first thing I would do is, so first of all, my skin condition is okay. It's not too bad, basically just hyperpigmentation and acne scars and lots of freckles. And I usually just dab and then tap into the skin. I concentrate, I focus on the cheekbone areas because this is where I get most freckly and most spotted from the sun, and the cushion is good because it also has SPF in it. I don't start here on the nose because I don't want to put too much foundation over my pores. I usually start on the cheekbones and then use the remaining on my nose to cover up the pores. Oh, and the other good thing about cushion makeup that is better than powder foundation is that it's super good in covering up your pores. So I have very big pores on my nose, and what I used to do in the past was I would use powder foundation all over my face except my nose because powder would accentuate the pores, and I would use cushion to cover up the nose and then use powder foundation everywhere else. And then I decided, why not just use cushion everywhere? So that's what I've been doing. So that was just one application, and it's done a very good job just evening everything out already. I usually do this about twice. And I usually just focus on the center of the face, so the cheekbones, the nose, the center of the face. I don't really use that much on the sides. I usually just, what I do? I usually just use the whatever is remaining on the sponge and then just lightly tap all over. But I don't usually put that much on the side because I will contour later, and I don't want it to be too cakey. So that's it. That was so quick, and my base foundation is done. Next thing I would do is I would just take one of my powders. This one I've been using for a long time and it's almost done. This is basically one shade darker than my skin tone, and rather than using a contour powder, I usually just use a shade that is darker, like one shade darker, because I don't want it to be too noticeable that I'm contouring. And I usually just put this powder on the outer part of my face, like around my hairline. And this kind of evens out the cushion makeup from earlier and just makes it less flat because the outer outline is a little bit darker, but not too dark. It's not like a contouring powder. It's just one shade darker than what I'm using here in the center of my face. And that's it. And then I'm done with contouring. Well, I don't think you can call it contouring, but I'm done with powdering. So notice I don't put the powder here. I only put it here. Okay, and then next I would put, I would use blush. Right now I'm using Laura Geller. What is this? Oh, the Ethereal Rose. I've been using this for years. This is my second one. I really like the light pink. And it's so easy to apply, and it cannot be overdone because it's so light. And I would usually start here and then just put some in the apples, also over my eyes, because I like to have some color on my eyelids. That's because I don't like to put on eyeshadow, so I just use blush instead. Might do some more on the apples, like right here, and that's it. And then I would set this with, what is this called? The Baked Gelato Illuminator from Laura Geller. This is not a highlighter, it's more like a illuminator, which is not as obvious as highlighters. I like how soft it is, and you can't make a mistake because it's very soft and you can't really see it either. It just evens out the blush and gives it a very, very subtle glow. Laura Geller calls it low light instead of highlight because it's not a highlighter. And that's it. Next I would curl my eyelashes. And that is it for my eyes. I don't like to put on eye makeup on a daily basis. Why? Because one, I'm lazy, and two, I don't like to tug on my eyelids. So lastly, I would use a lip conditioner with SPF in it, because you have to protect your lips too and not just your face from the sun. And I would kind of just pick a random lipstick. You know, I never used to wear lipstick until maybe this year or last year. And I think it's because I'm getting older and I don't have color on my lips anymore. So just in the center of my lips. And that's it. That is it with my daily makeup routine. It's super quick, probably 5 minutes, but today I've been talking, so now it's 8 minutes, but usually it takes me about 5 minutes to get my face ready for work and for going out normally. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I have 3 viewers. That's cool. I will see you next time. Bye.